Hi, my name is Lauren, and I'm here to talk to you about why you should consider getting a genetic test. How nice would it be to know all the possible diseases that could negatively affect your body? I know that sounds pretty broad, so imagine this. Imagine taking a simple test to learn what diseases you carry based on your genes. There are many reasons why you should consider getting a genetic test, which includes the further prevention of a disease, increased risk factors for developing the disease, and learning of diseases that may run in families. Through research at the NIH, it has been shown that there are certain genes that are linked to certain diseases. Cancer, type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's disease, psoriasis, and sickle cell are all diseases that can be influenced by your genes. Why not take a step to further the prevention of a disease and know risk factors by taking a simple test? Before I get into why I think people should consider getting a gene test, I think it is important to take a step back. Let's begin by talking about what a gene test is. In an article written by the NIH, a gene test is a test that closely examines your DNA. Hence the name. Genetic testing can be performed by gathering a sample of blood, hair, and skin and is sent to a laboratory to look for specific changes. Genetic testing can provide information about a person's genes at any stage of life. There are several different types of gene tests that are offered. Some of these tests include newborn screening, diagnostic testing, and carrier testing. 23andMe is a good example of a type of test that you might be familiar with. After sending your samples off, it will take about 3 to 5 weeks to get your results back. The cost of the test can range from $100 to $2,000 depending on the type of test that you're getting. Many insurance companies will cover the cost of the test if it is recommended by your doctor. If you know what diseases can be prevented, this is well worth it in the end. Doctor's visits can end up being very expensive the longer the disease goes untreated. Newborn screening are offered to newborns to identify genetic disorders. For newborn screenings, blood is drawn from the heel of the baby, which is also known as a heel stick test. By having a baby screened, this could further prevent the development of a disease. If a disease is detected earlier, then the disease could be treated early as well. In some cases, diseases can be reversed the earlier it's caught, so that is why the earlier it's detected, the better. Some parents, like parents who carry the sickle cell trait, might be worried about disease being passed down to their child. This is the best time to test the newborn for diseases such as that before the baby gets sick. Environmental justice has been a topic of conversation for decades. Many people living in social economic areas are the most at risk for developing diseases such as cancer. Environmental justice happening even locally. In an article written by the NBC News, it was reported that 1 in 50 people living in Uniontown, Alabama are now at risk for developing diseases such as cancer because of the coal ash in the air. In small towns such as Uniontown, Alabama, you will find many factories and plants that are being employed by a big percentage of the town. Working in the plants could further increase the risk for developing things such as cancer because of inhaling the bad air chemicals. Though they are at higher risk, not everyone will develop cancer, and that is due to the type of genes that people carry. Gene testing could be helpful in this case to go ahead and rule out the people that are going to be at higher risk for developing cancer in high polluted areas. There is a reason why insurance companies and physicians are interested in knowing about family history, because diseases like diabetes and cancer run in families. The main thing that family members share are their genes. If 2 or more family members have the same disease, then that puts you at a higher risk for developing the disease as well. Family members tend to be around the same environment as well, so that could be another factor. Your lifestyle and social environment can put you at a higher risk. Alcohol users, tobacco users, and sedentary lifestyles are all examples that could put you at risk for developing things like cancer and diabetes. Everyone knows a family member that has died from the same type of cancer. Everyone knows a child that has health issues at a young age. Everyone knows a mom, a dad, a sibling with diseases such as type 2 diabetes, Parkinson's, psoriasis, and sickle cell. This is a time to take action by getting your genes tested to ensure that we continue this fight against these diseases. Thanks.